So a while ago, I got this Ryobi brushless saw in a kit. Now, it's powerful, it cuts fairly well, seems like a good saw. However, it has the blade on the wrong side. Now, I know a lot of people like the blade on the left, but for me, often I'm cutting off like a 2x4 and then just this little skinny bit of metal is riding on it. It's all floppy. Anyways, I like the blade on the other side, like a standard skill saw or standard circular saw that's corded, that's this style. I know the worm drive saws often have the blade on the left, but they also have a wider shoe here, so it's easier to balance. I have no idea why battery saws are this way, but they pretty much all are in the US. However, I discovered that overseas they have different things. They use the metric system, divisible by 10, that drive on the wrong side of the road in some places. Everything's different. Backwards, switched around. So, I ordered this. This came from Germany. And I heard about this model from an Australian viewer of mine. So, actually, I'll not cut through the packaging. They gave me a power plug adapter for a battery powered saw. Alright, let's see. This is a Ryobi, which one is this? 3-year warranty. This is a Ryobi R18 CS7-0. This is their brushless cordless saw that they sell in Europe or in foreign lands. Because I guess they're also in Australia. So let's see, what does this come with? This comes with just the bare tool. Big fat manual. Saw blade. So let's look at these side by side. So the same adjustment system, pretty much. There's a few minor differences, like the bevel adjust screw is on the outside here and on the inside there. Let's see, other thing. Let's see, that says brushless, same pattern. Yeah, so this is the same pattern, just mirror imaged. This is different. This has a plastic insert into where the battery goes, and this one is all molded in. Buttons look the same, grips the same. There's a difference in weight, it's not much. Oh, this one has a plastic piece up here rather than stamped metal. So some people complain that with the blade on the right you can't see your cut as well, but that's kind of silly because you don't need to see where your blade has cut. You need to see where your blade is going to cut and is currently cutting, and that's about the picture I see when I'm cutting with the saw. So I can look right down through here and see where I'm cutting. And I can see where my line is up there. So I can cut perfectly fine with the blade on the right. I don't have to do like a weird lean over thing to look at the blade, because as long as you have that nice sight line through there to see. And I was a little worried that this saw, some saws you do not have a very good sight into that area. This saw you do. So one thing that is really silly about the saw is how close the handles are together. Really, you want your handles far apart and the center of gravity of the saw kind of going between the two handles. So if I had a handle out here, I can maneuver the saw because, you know, it's more balanced. Here, I'm still hauling the saw up. Everything's still balanced way out. None of the weight's between my hands. It's all sticking out to the side. Whereas you hold here, and it's just so much lighter. I gotta grip white knuckle both hands to hold it out sideways. But if I support here, so I like a knob out front, but what can you do? You can hold this little thingy. Can I do that? Yeah, that works too. This also has the dust chute sticking out the side, so I guess you can adjust that and shoot the sawdust somewhere else. Uh-oh. Foiled. So that's fine. The depth measurements here are in millimeters. They didn't think about that. So you read your depth there, and with this saw it's in inches. The visual for the for the depth adjustment is way better on the US saw. Let me show you that. So then for the foreign saw, you can see you've got a nice white arrow pointing up and then your numbers along here. These numbers here are a little hard to read, but well, hard to see on camera, but they're really not too hard to read. But you can see a good clear white pointer there showing you where the depth indicator is. Whereas this saw, see, it just has that silver, and the pointer is way over on the side here. You can barely see that. That's your pointer. So and it also gets hidden down in behind. So if I do this, yeah, I can't even see the pointer. But, anyways. Sounds slightly different. That's cool. This one, the European saw, or foreign saw, has a track in the middle, probably to go on some sort of track system, which I don't have, but it'd be nice. It's neat to know that they have that. This has no such features. Oh, the exhaust for the motor is different. There's more exhaust. That's a quick unboxing showing off my new Ryobi brushless saw with the blade on the right. Would I recommend buying this saw? Well, no. This was like 180 bucks. You can get a new DeWalt for that same thing, bare tool. It's really probably overpriced compared to what other brushless saws in the US are. However, I'm really deep into the Ryobi ecosystem. I got lots of batteries, lots of stuff. I do reviews of Ryobi tools, so this is a nifty design, nifty saw, so I figured I would add it to my collection. And like I said, I do really like the blade on the right. But as far as other people going out and buying this, I definitely can't say I recommend buying this saw, at least not at this point. I'm going to open up this saw and see if the internals are any different from the American saw. The outside, I mean, there's trivial differences, but it basically seems the same. So Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so stay tuned for a takedown of this saw and a performance test. This is just a quick unboxing just to share with you guys my latest crazy purchase.